Hey guys, I want to show you one of these broken cheap builds right now. It's basically Beastmaster Storm Crow. It basically just uses, this is from Maxroll by the way, and I kind of just did the budget version of it, where you're basically using Vessel of Strife. And you're basically getting a ton of health regen, and you're also compacting it into your ward through this Vessel of Strife. So I have 800 health regen right now, which is a lot. And then also, you have this clever solution, which basically makes your strength and your int the same. So I got 103 strength, 103 int. So it gives you a ton of ward retention, which is super awesome combo. And I mean, and this thing just has layers and layers of defenses. It's crazy. The shield, you get more block per strength chance. I mean, technically you would want like a block effectiveness slam on this, but you know, this shield's expensive itself. It's like 5 million gold just for a basic one of these shields with no LP. And you can Maxroll has this annual Eterra's time glass, which is another layer of defense. I mean, I guess if you're pushing Uber, you might want that. But I'm just using this death rattle here, which gives me another massive 41 health regen. Gives you more minion crit, which is absolutely huge. I use that. This one you pretty much can't. You need. I got the tier 6 version of Minion crit, which is wonderful. Then you get +2 to Minion skills and another max companion, so you get 6 birds, which is awesome. Just have some random belt with Minion damage, cooldown recovery speed, which I proc. I proc my Burst Lightning Storm right here by using swipe. So that's where basically all your damage comes from, is when you swipe. You do your Burst Lightning attack, and it does a ton of damage. And they have like 2 red rings, but I'm like, whatever. I don't. Red rings are nice, but I mean, the 10% damage reduction I'm sure would help with Uber, but I'm just doing regular Aberroth right now. I just kind of want to show you like how nice this build is for bossing. Like, it's just so OP. Like, I just got a basic ring here, which works perfectly great. Which has another 24 crit multiplier for the minions, which is great. And, you know, stack of strength, got some resist. You know, just basic blah, blah, blah trash. Just basic gear setup. Phantom Grip's one of my favorite rings in the game right now. It's just good for any build. Like, even a Sork, you can get 2% base crit with up to 8% mana on it. But we're just getting more minion crit. I'm sure our minions almost always crit. And we have Raven's Rise. Just your basic, you know, minion set of gloves. Gives them some more move speed, less damage taken, plus skills. So you get really high level on the birds. Boots, I like Maxroll, use Avent. I'm all about speed. My build has to have 80% move speed or I'm not happy. So I got the Avent on my setup. Alright, so up next, let's see. Oh yeah, the armor. +4 to Storm Crows is a fortune. +6 costs quite a bit. I think I paid like 3 or 4 million for +6. Or the tier 6 version. Slam onto this mantle box. But this armor is all around the most godly armor, pretty much, for any minion build. I mean, you get 10% movement speed. I mean, the rolls vary. It goes anywhere from 6 to 10, but yeah, I want a 10 because I want to go faster. Get another 12 strength, which actually works for, you know, strength. Boost your armor, and it also gives you intelligence with our axe, which gives us more retention. As you see, we're just chilling at 2236 right now, sitting here doing nothing. Then 24% of your damage redirected to your highest minion health, which is awesome. It's another layer of defense, which is super amazing. And as for ward or idols, I just basically threw in whatever resist I need. Any more armor ones, ward retention, anything with health, vitality, health regen's nice. Anything more health regen we have, the more energy shield we have, or ward. Build's super nice. I'm not the biggest fan of playing melee builds or minion builds. This one, it's kind of grown on me a little bit. I mean, it's basically you're just running around, hitting, swipe, hitting, swipe, hitting, swipe, because you want to build up these stacks here. So you got your Storm Crow at 32. Actually, another skill point on it. Then you use your Tempest strike here. That's what you build stacks with. You'll see the stacks down here. And then you'll proc your bird attack with the swipes. I mean, you just annihilate stuff with this build. Just does so much damage. So like both of them are already dead. It's like just that quick, you know, it's so strong. I love this build. And then your bird, you're set up with this tree here. If you see on Maxwell, pretty much your layup. Pro Storm areas, grab that bag. That's it, you know. You swipe to proc your bird attacks, and then you do your Tempest strike to build up to like 15, 20 stacks of the Tempest buff that charges up your birds, and then you swipe, and then you proc your bird attack. And of course, Battle Shout's awesome. I think the only downside to this is when your birds actually die. That kind of sucks when that happens. I hate it when that happens, because you don't want to lose your birds because you're your main source of damage. Like you beat his ass so hard he just gave up. He was like, no, I'm not going to do my big slam on you because you just beat my ass so hard. See, I'm in shit gear, and we're just like literally annihilating this guy. I mean, I've never killed him this fast with my sword. I'm not even bad. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing a bunch of buttons, right? All my birds are still alive somehow. He's still alive. What's going on? Die, bro. He's almost dead. Alright, there we go. See, there you go. Broken build. It's awesome. I will link the build and max roll, but you basically kind of see, I am doing pretty much the budget version. Pretty much health regen, Vestal Strife, build, energy shield. Lots of minion gear, and then also a max roll. They do have the whole setups for each tree. I'll go ahead and kind of go over it real quick here. We got basically our crows. Get a little bit of shock chance, maximum damage 90%, huge. Shock chance here. Then we got Crow Storm damage 120% here. That's a big, huge amount of damage. Then Crow Storm area 120%, which is nice, especially for clear. And then Crow Storm damage per crow. So yeah, you got 6 crows. That's 30% times 6. I mean, that's huge. Another 180% more multiplier on top of everything else already. That's just fucking absurd. I mean, it's insane damage, right? This is just straight up one of the most broken cheat builds right now. I guess it's ranked at like number 2 for the fastest. I think Heartseeker's number 1. And then here, you don't even have to have Wolf on your tree. You just spec in the Wolf. You go over here, and you just want to get the +1 max opinions. That's all. You don't need Wolf or nothing. You just get this to get your 6th bird. In Warcry, there's just some things here to get a little more damage. You can make it pull in, blah, blah, so you can kind of make your Crow Storm level better. Vulnerability of the Warcry effect, a little bit of healing, cleanses ailments, and we got up here area, increased crit chance, which is kind of nice, yeah, for your pets, give them a little more crit. But I do have the Phantom crit, so I give them a little more crit. Down in here we got see Berserk on use, and then we have Berserk duration, max stacks of it, Berserk effect, Raptor and Bear. We don't have that though. Attack speed per Berserk stance 12%, so we're just basically zooming too. And pretty much our bread and butter here that also juices up our Storm Crows is Tempest Strike. We got shared spell damage buff right here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's giving both us and the Storm Crows some spell damage. And this is basically where we're getting all the stacks. The melee hits grants you a stack of Gladiator of Lagon for 8 seconds, which grants you and your minions additional spell damage. So there you go. You get 4 spell damage per stack. So when you're getting up to 15 stacks, that's 60 more spell damage. That's huge. I mean, these birds multiply damage upon multiplications. It just stacks the living hell out of damage on these. That's why they do so much damage. And then I'll see here, Gladiator Lagoon. So not only do you, if you have 15 stacks, you're getting 60 spell damage. If you have 50 intelligence, you're doubled, so you get 120. So absolutely massive damage, right? And then we got a little bit of attack speed here, mana cost, yeah, just things to make it go quicker and stack faster. And down here we got some melee damage, melee area. You really don't do a whole lot of melee damage. I mean, you can kill some weak white trash monsters. That's about it. But yeah, that's you're not going to kill any rares or, juiced monsters with your melee attacks. A little more attack speed and mana gain on hit with Tempest, pretty cool. And then a little more attack speed, a little less mana cost. So basically that's where this whole Tempest strike is set up to juice the heck out of Gladiator Lagon and the intelligence. So you're just a monstrosity. And then we go down into Swipe. So we got some lightning damage here, increase area. Then we got, we need to get this point back in here. Okay, give me 100% shock chance there. And then hit damage 10%, some health leech, damage and area again. Claws of the Bear. And then where is our big node? Nearest companion health restored on hit. That's super useful when your dudes are getting beat up, because the birds aren't that strong. And like the aim that I'm using makes them take a little extra damage. We got global damage per stack, global attack speed. As you see, my guy zooms, like he's quick. And where is our one that procs? Where is our one that procs our... I know we have one in here somewhere that causes us to proc our bird storm on hit. Okay, when you swipe and hit at least one enemy, your nearest companion uses its companion ability and restored to full health. So as you see, boom, right there. So not only does it trigger your massive damaging crow storms, it heals one to full health. So as you can kind of see, everything just kind of works together. This build is 1000% Uber Aberoth viable. I'm just wearing, the weaker, basically entry level sets of gear, but I mean, still, the whole setup's there, right? And this build is super awesome, super tanky. So if you're looking for something that you just want to max some bosses with and not waste a lot of time on your favorite bad build, like me, I love playing bad builds. This is a great one for just, smashing bosses really fast. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Look, we just got the Uber Aberoth shard right here, Threshold Eternity. So if you do want to do Aberoth, you just got to grind up to 500 corruption, and you pop this in one of the cemeteries, and there you go. There's your Uber Aberoth. And we didn't get any loot. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This is the super strong Beastmaster Crowstorm build. And I will link the max roll in description, so you can figure it out for yourself if you want to play it.